Hello, and welcome to your new moon in Cancer insight reveal. This is Tracy from Inspired Chi. And if you are new to this channel, you'll want to focus in on the thumbnail on the video and choose between pile 1, 2, and 3. Focus on where your guides are calling you. If you are feeling pulled to 2 piles, go ahead and check them out. Go to the corresponding video, or make sure you're in the corresponding video 1, 2, or 3. If you're not new, welcome back, and thank you for supporting the channel and our business and mission. So today we're looking at a new moon in Cancer, and while new moons are typically dealing with a great time to start new projects and set new intentions, this one feels a little bit more like setting more intentions and actually taking a step back and getting some rest and recharging. It doesn't mean that you can't think about what intentions you want to set or start new projects. It's just not a great time to be impulsive just yet until you have all the information. And Cancer is all about the feelings, right? So water sign, happy birthday to my Cancers. So really get straight about how you're feeling and what direction that you do want to go in before starting anything else. Also, please save the date. I'll put the information below. On August 8th at McCarthy Real Estate in Feasterville, I will be hosting a complimentary meditation and Reiki share for all of us to get together and bring in some good energy. So that information is also down below. Okay, ones, I forgot to tell you about your stone that you picked. Okay. Amethyst. It's called something amethyst. I will write it down. I was doing twos and I realized I never talked about it. But this specifically is about divine connection, okay, and purification. So that was yours. Okay, ones, you definitely have a theme here. I am going to go through them one by one and, of course, do some clarification with the tarot. But you definitely have a pattern happening here. And if it hasn't happened yet, I mean, maybe be a little bit prepared for it, not in such a negative space so that you will it towards yourself. But there's a lot of mixed emotions and feelings. This is going to be a very feeling moon for you, okay? So one of the first cards you're getting from the Starseed Oracle is Inner Earth. You'll survive this, new solutions and beginnings. Okay, so whatever's going on right now is actually going to re-inspire you to do things a little bit differently. Okay, it's breaking things up for you to be on a better path with more favorable people and opportunities. However, it may not feel that way at this time. This definitely could be an unexpected ending for some, or maybe things from the past kind of coming up emotionally if you've been triggered and you're dealing with some type of trauma. So we also have a forgiveness and understanding that's coming in. So if you're working towards something, or working through something, again, even if it's from the past, try and be looking at this with a different perspective. And the forgiveness and compassion that you try and muster in your soul for other people from time to time, I'd like you to kind of turn inwards onto yourself, okay? Because I do feel like there's a lot of blame and a lot of frustration in this energy here. Also, just a reminder, when we forgive people, it's not necessarily because they deserve it, okay? It's to lighten our load and our burden, and so that we can see through the eyes of love again, and live life through our heart space, okay? That's when we can live our most authentic life and be in that joy energy, okay? And in flow, and just have the ability to manifest happiness. And like I said, there's seriously a theme here, because even my brand new deck here is saying stuck in the mud, okay? So there's definitely a rut. It could be some, like I said, past pain or current pain, but the need to move on is very adamant here, okay? There's definitely some chakra blockages, okay, in the heart space, but also in the solar plexus, okay? Feeling stuck in the mud, being in a rut, if you're dealing with anger and depression, and those sorts of emotions, and if they're not standard to you, if it's not just about like a situation going on in your life or the energy of the moon, by all means, reach out for some additional mental health help, and don't be ashamed to do that. We've all had a very traumatic year and a half. So a lot of changes have happened. A lot of people that you expected to be there for you really show their true colors. But at the same time, a lot of people, places, and opportunities that were not open to you before, or your family or your business, or however this is resonating for you, is definitely going to open up some new doors for you. Okay, it just seems like it's going to take just a bit, so have some patience, work on the compassion and forgiveness for yourself, and just have the faith that you are going to move out of this energy. So let's clarify a little bit with even this angel here, she just looks like forlorn. I'm going to go a little bit more in depth with you today because I feel like out of the three, and I haven't even gotten to the other two yet, I feel like you're going to need a little bit more time. Okay, yep. Okay, there's a lot of waiting involved in this energy. Okay, it looks like so the majors that you have here out of the 6 tarot that I pulled, you're starting off with the Fool, which is a major arcana, and it actually is the first. Okay, if you notice, it's actually numbered 0. And this is taking risks, which is funny, right? Because I said don't take any risks at this time. This is definitely wanting to take risks, or this is more even in a past energy of a recent risk to begin a new journey, okay, and start again as the Fool, meaning that you don't have all of the information. You kind of have to just get in it. And the reference that I'm being shown is if you have a type of hands-on activity or job or something like that, and they can explain it away all they want with policies and procedures, but until you're in it, until you're moving in it, and you're moving in it in a really busy day or in the flow that you need to be in, you're not going to gain that experience because you're not going to see what it is that needs to be tweaked or where you maybe would make a mistake or something. You need to be okay with making mistakes. Okay? The 5 of Wands is conflict, and this is in the recent past energy. So a lot of different conflict. You could be in the middle of something with multiple people around you, and that could be what's a drain on your energy. Or this could be, mental, soul, heart conflict. It's just feeling like there's a lot of different directions that you want to go in, but not really knowing where to start. It's almost like, okay, I'm going to start as the Fool, and then having all of this conflict. And what happened here, it appears, is you have the Queen of Cups, but you have her in reverse, okay? Meaning that she's not being receptive, all right? It's not just about, the Queen of Cups is the nurturer. She loves, she's compassionate. So that's in reverse, but that's not even really what I'm looking at, although take that into consideration. She's not being receptive, okay? Female energy, feminine energy, is all about the Queen of Wands, okay? And feminine energy is receiving. Masculine energy is the action doing, but here she is at peace and receiving not just the nurturing that she deserves and the filling of her cup that she deserves, but also intuitive information, okay? And you're blocking that. So it almost feels like you started something, you're conflicted about it, you're not listening to your intuition about it, okay? And that could either be you're not listening to your intuition about being conflicted and needed to hold off or pause or reevaluate, or it could be not listening to your intuition where 9 times out of 10, unless you're shoved into a situation from the universe, which it does happen as catalyst in that way, the Fool happens, the need to be start a new journey, the willingness to take the risk, the hope, the desire stems from your intuition, okay? So if you started something and it's not working out as you had wanted it to, go back within into your intuition for those secrets, for those encouraging words, because it's saying new solutions and beginning. So I'm also feeling like you're not supposed to give up, okay? You're just supposed to reevaluate, maybe quick pause, all right? You're not listening to your intuition. You're not coming from your heart space. Something happened. This almost feels like you were excited, something happened, and then it became tainted, either from people in that environment or maybe like naysayers. Maybe if you shared your dream or your journey with another person and they either maybe didn't validate it for you, not that you should need that, right? But we all kind of do. Or kind of tells you about something that maybe would have been helpful before, but now that you're already doing it, it's kind of just insulting, just kind of like, oh, you painted the room blue? I thought maybe purple would be nicer. And it's kind of like you're 2 coats in. Like at this point, just if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And I feel like that's not you. I feel like that's an energy around you. But it is kind of messing with your head. Then we have the Nine of Cups here, which is wish fulfillment. So this is the energy that you're coming into. So please have faith and hold tight a little bit longer. It is really frustrating. You still have some spiritual work to do, like I said, with forgiveness and understanding, especially towards yourself. But you will be out of this rut. You see yourself here with the Seven of Wands, which is rising above and standing your ground. So absolutely. So, get renewed on the reason that you started as the Fool. Get renewed on what you are coming at. I apologize. My nails are like a wreck. I have a wedding tomorrow, though, so I'm letting them be a wreck today. But so you're ending here with the Six of Swords, which typically would deal with moving out of troubled waters. But it is in reverse, meaning that energy is blocked, but it's also sitting right here beneath the Queen of Cups. So your parting advice here is to take these 2 cards and go within, listen to your intuition, reconnect, recharge, take a moment, because if we were to just turn these upside down, which you have the ability to do, you would be the Queen of Cups, right? Receiving messages in her glory, and then you would be the Six of Swords, okay? Taking the boat, moving out of troubled waters into something else, all right? So if you want to do that, you need to be receptive to your intuition, you need to be receptive to help, and you need to be receptive to your own forgiveness and understanding. And anything toxic around you, just back away from it for now. You actually really don't need that. You have enough, okay? You don't need anyone coming in to dim the light even further. So I'm sorry you're going through that. It does seem like a very karmic lesson. So I do believe that on the outset, you will have some Nine of Cups wish fulfillment energy. So just keep that faith and stay strong, and good luck.